Hi there. Welcome back to Natural Light Edmonton's YouTube channel. My name is Trevor and this is Andrew, and he is the owner operator of Natural Light Edmonton, and you are an exclusive premier dealer of Gemstone Lights.
That's correct.
Right? So tell us a little bit about Gemstone Lights, what that is, and what you do.
Yeah, so I'm a dealer of Gemstone Lights. They are a outdoor decorative lighting solution for houses, for yards. Just a permanent outdoor lighting solution.
Awesome. And so these are mainly for residential, but you can do commercial as well.
Yes, you can do residential, commercial, any building, any yard, spotlights, strip lighting, soffit lighting. Yeah, anything.
Okay. And how long have you been doing this for? Tell us a little bit about that story.
So me personally, I've been installing and dealing with Gemstone Lights for about 3 years now. The company itself has been doing it for over 12, and I took over the company just 1 year ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you decided to break it on your own and buy the company. You loved it so much, you bought the company.
Exactly. Yeah. The product is a great product, and so that's what sold me.
Nice. And what do you like most about doing this kind of work?
I love interacting with customers. I love houses. So I love to see, I love how my product, how Gemstone's product really accents houses, what it offers to people's houses and businesses, to their yards, to their decks. I just love how it really adds life and character to people's homes and property.
Yeah, and myself coming from an electrician's background, I can appreciate the lighting part of what you do, because I personally think that lighting is it brings out so much in a home, whether it's interior lighting or exterior lighting. Because going down the street, your typical residential neighborhood, there's street lights, and sometimes they'll have a carriage light out front or in front of their garage. During the holidays, so Christmas time, people will string out the stuff that they find at the Canadian Tire or whatnot. But having the Gemstone Light product, that gives them, they can use it for more than just Christmas time.
Yeah.
So what are some examples that you've seen people use them for?
Actually, I'd say the biggest thing that I find a lot of customers now is just the general accent lighting of their homes. So just with all the unique architecture nowadays, they do a great job of accenting the home, different peaks, curves, lines of the home. And beyond that too, just general holiday celebration lighting. Halloween's coming up, and so I've had a number of clients who are really wanting to make sure I can get it done before Halloween, because they're excited for that. And so there's almost no end to the amount of, like you were mentioning, just how lights can really accent any occasion, really. So yeah, that's nice. And one thing that I like about Gemstone Lights is they're a company that's local. They're from Alberta, so Southern Alberta, down in Calgary. So tell us a little bit about the warranty and the quality of the build and all of those things. Yeah, so Gemstone Lights are definitely, I would say, the highest end product in the market. Their Gemstone offers a 5-year warranty on all their product, and 1 year on the labor. And there is no better product that you can get for your yard lighting or house lighting out there.
I know that they started out doing just the accent lighting, so basically soffit, fascia kind of lighting right on the outside.
Permanent Christmas lighting,
Permanent Christmas lights. Now they're getting into other things, so maybe talk about a little bit about some of those other products.
Yeah, so they also offer, that same permanent soffit lighting can actually also be used for decks. So they have basically like a puck style bulb or cover that goes underneath the deck or in the deck boards with the lights. Then they also have spotlights for accenting trees or bushes or signs, as well as a strip light. So the strip lights can be anywhere from a foot to 20 feet long. And they all have the same functionality, that they're run by the same power box controller that goes off the app on your phone. And so you can do any array of color patterns that you would use with your typical soffit Christmas lighting can also be used with those spotlights and the strip lights. So
nice. So you can have your whole yard doing something different.
You could, yeah.
So you can have your trees doing something different from your deck, doing something different from the accent lighting on the house. So it's pretty cool. I mean, you can get pretty in depth into it, and I'm sure some people would probably geek out on it and do some pretty wild stuff. What's the most interesting thing you've seen a customer do with Gemstone Lights?
Well, most interesting thing. That's in some ways that's a hard one. There's just because so often it's just used with everything else people do. I think one of the favorite things, to be honest, that I've done with it that was kind of a challenge was actually an existing deck in a guy's backyard, and where we just put the lights, all the permanent lighting around the deck and in the stairs. That just looked really cool. That's just really unique to see. You don't get a lot of that. I don't think a lot of people realize that that kind of thing is available for a deck. It really just, it adds so much to a deck. I think it brings a deck to life, which is pretty unique. I mean, interesting wise, obviously just some of the stuff people have done with Halloween, I think is so cool, because the lights, as opposed to a lot of Halloween decorations that are pretty like basic strung up lights, these like people's houses will be just flashing, and it just goes a whole nother level when it comes to like how you can make your house interact with your other, I guess, Halloween decorations and stuff. Like,
some cool, pretty neat stuff. So, when it comes to that, I'm really interested in the landscape lighting, because your home is an extension of your personality, and you want your home to kind of stand out from the crowd. What are some ways that you have helped customers' homes kind of stand out from the others, and what kind of comments are you hearing from your customers about that?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing I've noticed is just, especially for people, usually when I'm done an install, it's still usually during the day, so they don't really see the lights like at their most spectacular, but then I'll get comments afterwards when they've had a few days to play with them, and just seeing how they mention how the lights accent parts of their home that really they never, it's like seeing their home for the first time.
Right.
Like in the evening, like where your house is typically just dark and you don't really notice certain aspects. And even in the day, sometimes things just tend to blend together. Well, now in the evenings, you get all these different peaks and curves and lines on the house that are just really coming to the forefront, that really just didn't really stand out, and now they just they absolutely love that. It's like their favorite time to look at their houses at 9 o'clock at night.
Man, my house looks good at night.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah, so I'd say that's the biggest thing, is people are just really, really intrigued and impressed with how in the evening their house really stands out. Yeah,
that is so cool. So is there any projects that you are working on now, or that you've done this past week, that are kind of notable?
I'm working on a community sign, which I'm looking forward to doing, with some spotlighting and highlighting in the trees. As well as I'm also doing a pretty cool architectural house where I have to use a couple different styles of track. That's something that we also do, is there's different houses don't always have the same types of soffits, or some houses don't even have soffit. So there's so many different, you can even customize a track however you want, actually. And so I'm not actually doing that in this case, but I'm using a couple different styles of track to do this on the same house, because there's just different applications on this particular designer house. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how that really accents already what is a house that has a lot of details to be accented.
Yeah, a lot of interesting curves on that. Maybe you'll send us some photos of that. So include in the video here once it's all edited up.
And finished. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So when it comes to the Edmonton area, you're coming into your busy season now, coming into the fall, and people should be calling you early in order to get you out there to quote and start ordering equipment for the job. So what would be your advice to people who are wanting to get some Gemstone lights before the Christmas season?
Yeah, just like you said, I'd say call sooner than later, because it just, as Christmas starts to roll around, usually I know by December I'm usually already fully booked into heading into January. So if you're thinking about it at Christmas time, or when it starts to feel like Christmas time, it's probably getting pretty close to too late. Obviously still try and give a call, but I would say it's usually about a month out, starting in like yeah, by end of September, it's usually
All right.
yeah.
So end of September is getting close to cutoff. So
And the cost tends to be a bit more because the colder weather makes it a lot harder to do. And so prices only tend to go up throughout winter, whereas in the summer times and warmer weather,
Right.
it's usually a little cheaper, a little bit of a discount. So,
yeah, and that makes sense too, because it will take longer to install because of that. You might need a different specialized equipment, clothing, all of these things. So
more safety.
yeah, more safety because
All the snow and slippery. Yeah. Driveways tend to slant downwards.
Yeah.
Which does work with well. Yeah. Equipment tends to break easier. So yeah.
All right. So if that's you and you're looking to add some flair to your home, update its look, and really improve the street look of it, the curb appeal, call Andrew at Natural Light. And you can visit the website. It's my-naturallightedmonton.ca or .com?
.com.
.com.
Natural.
Yeah. So my-naturallight.com.
Yeah.
All right. I screwed that up, but that's okay. We'll put it on the screen. my-naturallight.com. And fill out the form, get in touch with Andrew, or click the number to call, and he'll be answering the call and coming out to give you a quote.
That's good.
See you next time.
Bye.